everybody, welcome to the limited edition version of episode 89 of the world famous, possibly infamous, Toys for Games podcast. We are recording this on Thursday, September 22nd, 2016. That's right, we are taking a break from watching the Color Rush NFL game to bring you this podcast. That's how dedicated we are to toys, or podcasting, or both. I am one of your hosts, Josh Brown. I am joined by the man who has been feverishly cleaning his house since the moment he got off work today, Jason Greer.
Good evening, Josh. How are we doing tonight?
Fantastic, buddy. You getting all ready for the weekend, are you?
I am. Yep. Getting ready to go. It's been a busy week. It's so bad. Like, it's every week I look at it like I'm like, all right, sweet, I'm gonna get all this done, and then I look and I start tallying up what I'm doing each night. I'm like, fudge, week's already full, you know?
Yeah, right.
So then I was like, sitting there, I'm like, well, guess Thursday between getting home and podcasting is all I got this week.
You're a man of dedication, and I appreciate that about you.
Do what I can.
We are we need to thank our executive producer of this fine show, this fine program, George Torres. As always, he's been having a little trouble tracking down Tsum Tsums. It was a weird text to get the other day from him.
Yeah, and I got another weird text from him. He was like, he texted me the other day. He's like, "Hey, is those D23 like VIP packages still available?" He's like, "Cause I'm game if you are." I'm like, "The Sorcerer's package?" I'm like, "Dude, they sell it in like 30 seconds." He's like, "Oh, well, I'm sad now." Sorry to burst your dream real quick, but
if there's one man crazy enough to go on adventures like that with you, Jason, it's probably George Torres.
Oh, absolutely. And
Yeah.
I was like, because I was like, I would normally totally be game, but we had to kind of decide that a while ago.
Like right when they became available for sale. Also, our show sponsor, Devin Lachinsky. You could follow his YouTube channel, youtube.com/user/DLASCH2, the number 2. He did a cool unboxing of a Xbox One S a few weeks back. So yeah, he's trying to get that YouTube channel up and going, and he's a proud sponsor of this show. So I encourage you all to go over there and check out what he's doing and show him some love as well. This is the not the collector's edition. Wow, this is the limited edition. We have too many things going on, Jason. When I started thinking about Tsum Tsums and George Torres and D23, and I got into collector's edition mode all of a sudden.
I understand.
I'm also looking at a Tsum Tsum advent calendar right now, so like
The vinyl one or the
vinyl one sitting right in front of me. Yeah,
I put my in-store pickup in,
mm-hmm.
and like my local store has them, and then got an email like a little bit later and like, can't find them, gotta cancel. I'm like, and
I swooped it up with the quickness last week when I saw it in the shelf. I'm like, this isn't going to last very long.
I know, and so I'm like, oh man, and I checked today and it's still showing in-store pickup, and I'm like, do I put it in again and see if I can find it again?
Someone's holding it hostage.
Yeah.
Anyway, limited edition. We're here to bring you the news, the quick and dirty version of our normal show. If you want just the news and don't want us babbling on about NFL and Tsum Tsums and house cleaning for 2+ hours, then this is the show for you. So getting right down to it, let's go ahead and start with let's see here. Let's start with Amiibo.
All right. Yeah, big thing this week. Still a little bit small. We're getting closer and closer. We're gonna have a bunch of releases very quickly.
Yeah.
But right now, the only big stuff going on this week. One, we got a weird Bayonetta tease of the Amiibo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what that was all about and weird. I guess they're just trying to say it still exists.
Right.
But yeah, so I don't even know what to even say. I don't even know how they took that picture, but so you can go check that out if you want to see a weird angle of like, I guess it's part of her nose, I think it was, and like her face and maybe part of her arm or something.
Yeah, it's like half of her head, and it's like super zoomed in and ultra close, and
super bizarre.
I think it's just so Platinum Games can say, yes, this is still coming out.
Yeah. We hear you.
Yeah.
But then the interesting thing this week is we followed the first picture of the Monster Hunter Amiibo. That's the Japan exclusive ones in the box that you would be getting in retailer, and it's huge.
So big.
it's so funny. Like I'm sitting there, I'm like, I just can't wait to see them try to put on a peg hook because I think you can get one. Maybe depending on your story, you might be able to get a second one. Like,
It's funny. I thought the exact same thing. I think we're sick, but I was like, 2 is probably max on those pegs.
oh, it's absolutely max, and that's even like that's gonna be sticking into the aisle. It's so
Yeah.
deep. Like I'm curious why they even put it on like a peg backer.
Yeah.
Like just individually box it.
And they're short too.
Yeah.
Do you notice that? Like they're not like
Oh,
tall.
yeah, same height.
Yeah, they
Sure.
don't have the tall backs. They end pretty quickly after the plastic ends. So
Yeah. I think they're October 4th. I think it is in Japan. So 4th or 6th or something like that. So coming in quick. Got my pre-orders in from PlayAsia. Waiting for those to come. October 8th. Apologize. October 8th.
everybody just collectively gasped when they realized that you were off by a couple days.
I said 4th, 6th, and it was actually the 8th.
Because everybody remembers those release dates.
Absolutely.
Jeez Louise. Moving on, let's head over to Lego Dimensions.
Yes, with Lego Dimensions, we have Wave 6 launching in less than a week from recording of this. Be September 27th. So exciting times. Be a Lego Dimensions fan, finally getting around some new content. So very exciting to see that. Getting ready to do some sales. So Target next week is at least having a buy one get one free on fun packs. So if you want to go there and if you want to pick up at least BA Baracus, you at least can pick something else out you want for free. Another fun pack. So bummer, obviously you're only get one fun pack, but obviously that's why they're doing it on fun packs because
right.
They're trying to clear out their old stock at the same time. So, but hey, better than nothing.
Yep.
So exciting to see that. So we'll see what Best Buy and stuff like that does. Obviously, always a chance of doing a cartwheel or something like that as well. Or Toys R Us might have something as well. But exciting times for that next week. The strange thing out of completely nowhere. Settling
because
in
why
Monday,
not?
Settling in Monday morning. Just got back from good exhausting, but just busy exhausting weekend at Penn State. I'm like, oh, I'm not ready for this work week, and I was excited to get done because Amy's coming home this weekend, and bam, I'm like, it was really weird. I didn't get the press release yet. I saw it from like comingsoon.net, and I'm like, what the heck is this? And it was like new Lego Dimensions stuff announced. I'm like, what? Who? What? And I was like getting the press release didn't hit my inbox yet. I'm like, what is going on? So like went real quick, and I was like, here we go. So thought it was Wave 8. It's actually Wave 7.5. We'll get that in a longer show. But they announced a new Batman as from the Lego Batman movie. It is Excalibur Batman along with a bionic steel horse. That's a fun pack. We're getting, of course, as we've known from launch day. It is funny because I got a couple people's tweets. They're like, "Oh my god, I can't believe they're doing a Lego Batman story pack," and I'm like, pretty sure we've been over this like since the beginning, but yeah. So
you guys not listen.
Don't read. Lego Dimensions, the Lego Batman movie story pack. You're getting Robin and Batgirl. The reason we're getting 2 figures in this is because the actual piece count is pretty low with the gateway. It still looks pretty cool, but it's definitely smaller than anything we ever had before. It's only at 156. So
it's the
another figure in there.
Computer.
Yes. So it's still pretty cool design.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they at least chuck something else in there and it just like charge you the same price for 50 less pieces.
Right.
So cool there, and then you're getting a little Batmobile, I guess, vehicle with it as well. But again, for people wondering about that, they obviously going into the assumption that you had Batman, so that's why they included Batman in the pack, and that's why it's a fun pack.
Right.
Because you already have a Batman. So that's why we're getting those 2 in there. So cool design idea on that. And then we're getting the Knight Rider, Michael Knight, and the Kit Car. So exciting stuff for that fun pack. And that is all coming out on February 10th. There'll also officially be the wide release of Marceline the Vampire Queen as well for U.S. properties. I think internationally it's coming out the same day it's coming out. The early release of Toys R Us, just the U.S. is getting delayed to 7.5 officially.
Sure. Makes sense.
So see what happens there. Again, get into my theories for the 7.5 and everything like that in the fuller version if you want to hear about that.
Yeah. You want to cover the Green Arrow and Supergirl real quick?
Oh, yeah. And so, yeah, on Arthur Parsons was on kind of funny this week. Arthur Parsons making the rounds a bunch of different places over in San Francisco, talking about the newest stuff, and obviously just getting hyped up for next week.
Yep.
So Greg just went straight for the throat and was asking about Green Arrow and Supergirl, like right off the bat. And they said that they were talking, they're having meetings about how they want to handle a future release. Without saying it, again, if they're having meetings, it means they're going to be doing something.
Right.
It's, as we said before. And again, I'm very a cynical person. I think that was always a plan. They just always, announced this and then like, oh, listen to fan feedback. Because PR for them. I still don't think it's going to be a wide release thing. I think it might just be in a like someone even had the idea about for the Lego store. It could stuff they do where you spend like $30, you get something for free.
Sure.
I could be something like that at the Lego store, but I still don't see them doing some kind of physical release of it. But who knows? Maybe there'll be a store exclusive somewhere. I could see them doing that. I just don't foresee you going to every store. It could be sitting there. No. And still calling my bet. If it's even a thing, it's gonna be a shelf warmer. I don't think people are gonna buy Supergirl or Green Arrow. That's my opinion.
Yep. I happen to
people
agree
freak
with
out
you.
and it's gonna be there, and people are like, meh.
Yeah, just Green Arrow. Skylanders Imaginators. What do we got going on with that franchise?
Yes, we have a big rundown of a bunch of random stuff.
Ooh, boy.
But some couple of interesting things. We saw our first images of how we're going to be getting those Imagine whatever
Imaginites?
chests. There you go. They're treasure chests. And they are coming in blind bags somewhat, I guess. We've seen the pictures and it's overseas and we're translating them, and so we're trying to figure out what it is. But you place it down and you get 9 pieces for your Imaginator. Don't know if it's still just a gold, silver, and bronze treasure chest. I don't know if it's the same thing for everybody. If you get the bronze, I don't know what color package you get matters. Don't know if it's a one-time thing. We don't really know what's going on with this yet. But some kind of blind bags for some odd reason. But they'll be coming, so I'll be curious to see what that is all about. In my opinion, I think it might just be a cheat way of you unlocking more stuff right away. I don't foresee it being like exclusive content, but versus like you having to go through and unlock everything, you could theoretically buy your way in unlocking everything by just putting the chest down. And it is what it is. If you choose to go that way, that's your decision. So we'll see. Pit Boss officially got announced. And then when they put it on the website, they accidentally leaked that a legendary version was also coming. That would be coming at some point. And speaking of legendary, Toys R Us didn't confirm that legendary Tri-Tip will be released as a launch day store exclusive. But the new thing with the legendary this year is they are maroon and gold versus the black and gold. That typically deals because there's a lot of gray or black colored Sensei main characters this year. So it's kind of one of those, how do you separate it?
Right.
So let's make a different color palette. So they are red and gold this year. So pretty interesting there, looking pretty cool. So Tri-Tip first, Pit Boss, maybe Wave 2. But we'll see on the legendary version of that. Steel Plated series is coming back. Gag me. Steel Plated Hoodsicle coming to Best Buy. Still looks like absolute trash.
Is there a chance that this version will actually look better than the press release as opposed to last year?
No, because this one actually matches the color. Last year's press release made it look dark. This already screams ugly lime green.
That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe it's the reverse. Like, maybe it'll be different than the awful looking press release.
No, because it's already a picture of it on the desk somewhere, and I'm like, nope, still looks hideous. So sorry, Best Buy. Another character that leaked on another variant is Taekwon Crow is getting a mystical version, whatever that is.
Sure.
It's red and it's like looks the same, but very like a little bit different. So it's like gray, red, and black. So we'll see what that is. Who knows? Maybe that's a new Nitro line for Target. We haven't seen anything about Nitro, so maybe something like that. But some other stuff that's coming out that we saw on some other websites. Halloween Chopscotch got reconfirmed, so that will be coming up at some point. Maybe that again would be a GameStop launch day exclusive, timed exclusive for like the 3 days.
For one Skylander weekend.
An 8-pack of crystals got reconfirmed by 2 other retailers as well. Nothing North American wise, but more international. So I assume it's gonna be coming. Some pictures have come other stuff. It looks like legit we're going to go variant crazy on the creation crystals. So get your wallets ready for that. As I talked last week, the 3-pack core figures. We then did see on the desk of one of them, and then also saw pictures on a Russian retailer website of what all the figures are. And again, they're nothing. It's just repackaged the old ones, so nothing new coming from those. But if you missed some of the previous characters from other games, basic core characters have another chance to pick up through that way. And then finally, the big crazy leak last night, the Skylanders creation app that was leaked before. They were talking about that I said thought was going to be a way to create your character before the game comes out. Looks to somewhat maybe still be that, but also mostly in this is a way to actually order then your character. Skylanders management character.
What?
Your 3D version, you make it in this app and order it. Here's the kicker. Watch the video. It was up on Vimeo for like 15 minutes and then it got taken down, but nothing is taken out off the internet. So watching a copy and I'm like, okay, sweet, make this, blah, blah, blah. And send your creation to cartoonnetwork.com/Skylanders to order. Excuse me, what? Okay.
I mean, when I have 3D printing needs, that's where I go to.
Go to cartoonnetwork.com.
Yeah.
Who knows? So curious to see what all the details are of that. It came in some weird like snow globe Christmas ornament packaging. Who knows what this is all going to be like. I can't wait. I hope they're going to be expensive. Like I'd probably guess like $20-$30.
Yeah.
But it's just going to be bizarre.
I'm going to this smells giveaway so badly.
I'm going to make the most dumbest looking thing, like small head and math, like just make it impossibly like the most hard thing to manufacture in the world, and just order that.
I wonder if there's going to be limits on what pieces you could actually use and whatnot. So, Skylanders never cease to amaze us.
Nope.
Busy week. Couple weeks out from launch.
Yeah, Netflix confirmed show's coming out October 28th. Again, typically Netflix refreshes at 3:00 in the morning Eastern time. And that's on Friday, like most Netflix releases. So, I guess I'll be waking up early that morning in my PJs and eating my frosted flakes and watching some Skylanders.
Like adults do.
There was some leaked footage. I don't know if you actually saw this or not. It's like 5-6 weeks ago, and it's going to be an interesting show. I'll put it that way. It's going to be interesting.
I've heard some things. Finally, before we wrap up here, Lightseekers. I mean, I don't know if you want to go over like all the information, but I think it's fair to say that they are continuing the media blitz at a very refreshing clip.
Yeah, absolutely. Nothing per se has new been announced. They did drop a weird interview they did with or not a weird interview, but an interview, but with a weird question and answer thing. Mm-hmm. But yeah, they're coming out strong with a lot of information. So nothing really new coming out since last week, but definitely go check out their video. They did a bunch of really great, well-produced videos answering different questions. And it is interview with developonline.net. And I'll just read the one weird, strange Q&A. It's broken into 2 parts here. But first part, so conversely, are there limitations? How much creative freedom do you have with Lightseekers? As we own the Lightseekers IP, our team have been lucky enough to have complete creative freedom. I found Tommy to be a great partner so far and have learned a lot from working together. I'm confident this will be a very successful venture. Next question was, what is the biggest challenge of establishing a Toys to Life brand / new IP without an established recognizable name? Again, even Disney had problems despite having Marvel and Star Wars at its disposal. They said, Skylanders showed that a new brand can break through into space. We believe that a better game experience will attract new fans. We firmly believe that if you don't have the power of a big IP behind you, then you have to build awareness through virality. That only happens if you provide highly compelling and innovative new experiences for your players, which in turn makes them feel compelled to talk about Lightseekers to everybody else. Having said that, PlayFusion, which is the developer of Lightseekers, is currently in the process of setting up a second studio to bring our technology platform and game development expertise to a well-known IP as our next project. More to follow on that soon. What the fuck does that mean?
Say what?
Yeah. So, I assume the way I would read that is that they're gonna do some other weird Bluetooth game with a well-known IP. So yeah. I don't expect like Lightseekers itself is gonna have a sub thing under it. It sounds like it's a whole entire separate game. But your guess is as good as mine.
I think you just pretty much confirmed Lightseekers Amiibo crossover. So
I think Shopkins game's coming.
don't say that word. So yeah, that's the limited edition. That's the news we're going to be covering in the full version of this podcast, along with the community question, some really good emails. We have an Inquire This question where we're going to try to stump Jason, the expert. It's going to be a fun show, but if this is all you listen to, we appreciate that just as much. But as always, the fuller version of this episode will be available if you have the time and the patience for our shenanigans. Jason, where can people get a hold of you at?
Yeah, you can always follow me personally on Twitter, twitter.com/JasonInquires. I can always head to Toys Life Centric accounts of Brick Inquire, Skylanders Inquire, Infinity Inquire. Lightseekers Inquire is still in development, so you can follow that on Twitter, twitter.com/LightseekersInc. If you just want to get ready to go for that.
Awesome. You can follow me personally on Twitter at The Noise with a Y. You can follow the show, as always, at Toys for Games. You can email us, podcast@toysforgames.com. Check out the website, toysforgames.com, of course. Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/toysforgames. And if you'd like to support us in what we do here for you guys out there, you can do so over on Patreon, patreon.com/toysforgames. That being said, we're going to go record a full episode of this show right here.
Yes,
your
sir.
Listening and enjoyment. It's going to be fun, as always. I promise you that. But until next time, happy hunting, collectors.